What's up guys, it's me Jeremy. With the jungle changes in patch 5.4, it's no secret that the jungle has started to become a lot less diverse, and there's a lot of things to learn about the way the jungle is balanced if we just take a look. Let's get started. So when it comes to the jungle, you have two major ways a champion can succeed. The first is through counter jungling and farming, while the second is through ganking. Lots of champions are decent at both, but in an extremely undiverse jungle that we have now, and frankly that we have had for a really long time, it's hard for a lot of champions to find a place. Historically, the jungle has pretty much always had a problem being diverse. I mean, back in Season 4, any champion other than Lee Sin, Evelynn, and Elise was pretty much useless, and I honestly don't remember a time when there was true diversity in the jungle. Even when it was a bit more diverse, there's always been just one type of jungler that was strong. More recently, it's been the bruiser junglers. The reason for the bruiser junglers being strong in particular is because they are not confined to one playstyle. They can counter jungle effectively, duel their opponent, and gank extremely well, all while being really strong in teamfights and at just straight up carrying games. The key here is that all of the strong junglers right now are really versatile in what they can do, as opposed to say tank junglers or support junglers or any other type of jungler who all have a clear weakness in at least one area. And the jungle items were honestly a really good step in the right direction, but they actually did more to hurt the jungle diversity than to help it. And the reason for this is because you can't balance the jungle around items, because then again, only the versatile junglers will succeed. For example, if you make the tank items really strong, the bruiser junglers are just going to build the tank items and do more damage than the tanks anyways. If you make the damage items strong, the bruiser junglers will build them anyways and be way more useful than the pure DPS junglers, since they're tankier and have more survivability. Is actually the dynamic build paths and diverse playstyle that occurs that causes the jungle to not be diverse, because any champion that cannot play that diverse role or have that dynamic build path will not be able to succeed, because any champion that can play the diverse role and build in the dynamic way can build and play in a way to maximize their champion's advantage based on the weakness that the less versatile jungler has. And so how do you fix this? Well, the problem is that anything you do to buff the weaker junglers will be a reasonable buff to any of the already really strong junglers. And you can't just buff the champions, because then people aren't going to play them in the jungle. They'll put them in a solo lane if they actually become strong in their own right. And you can't just nerf every single viable jungler in the game, because jungle already has somewhat of a tough time making an impact on games sometimes, that is just going to become a really stagnant role if you take away that versatility that makes junglers so strong. So versatile junglers are here to stay and will always be the key mark of a strong champion in the jungle. There's no doubt about that. And the point here is that balancing the jungle is just insanely difficult, and honestly kind of impossible to balance in a diverse way without making radical changes to either the jungle itself or to all of the champions. Even if they make the jungle camps weaker, it doesn't actually do that much to help the weaknesses of the unviable junglers. The same problems are going to stay. The versatile junglers get stronger and you'll still be able to completely shut out the other junglers due to their weaknesses. So to be completely honest with you, I honestly can't really think of a way to bring up the unviable junglers right now without just straight up buffing all of them, which again is a problem because people won't play them in the jungle. It's going to be really interesting to see what Riot tries out, but everything just seems like it's going to help the junglers that are already strong enough to keep them on that top level due to their versatile playstyle. So to be completely honest, the jungle might just be straight up doomed in terms of true diversity for a pretty long time, barring any major changes, of course. However, there are at least a few small things that can be done to help, as seen by the changes on the PBE right now, and Riot is definitely trying. So we might see other junglers rise up, and a couple of maybe specific champions might rise to the top level like we saw with Nidalee jungle, but for now the jungle is really just stunted in diversity due to the way it was designed at its core, and that's not really something you can change. So even if other champions rise up, it's likely just due to them becoming one of the versatile and dynamic champions that can succeed in the jungle. Anyways, who knows what's going to happen. These were just my thoughts. My name is Jeremy, and that's it for my video on jungle diversity. This video was sponsored by Vulcan. Fantasy draft the LCS for money and win big, or play for free and win some pocket change. Use the code GamingCurios to support me, and Vulcan will match all deposits you make up to $1,000. Hey guys, it's me, Jeremy. Thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, definitely make sure to hit that like button so I can tell, and if you're interested, definitely check me out over on all the socials, of which you can see over there. And if you really enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe for some more awesome content in the future, and definitely check out some of my other videos as well, up here and over there. Anyways, that's going to be it. Thanks again for watching, and of course, I'll see you guys next time.